Viewmasters, it's the podcast that we do. Viewmasters, talk about movies that we view. Viewmasters, my friend Eric and me, Joe. Viewmasters, hey, let's start the show.
Hello and welcome to episode 372 of the Viewmasters. My name is Joe. We are here to talk about Woman of the Hour, and here's my co-host,
Eric.
Hello, Eric.
Hello, Joe.
Welcome to the Viewmasters.
I felt like bachelor number one there.
You didn't quite stammer as much as bachelor number one did.
Oh, give me time.
Oh, hello, Eric.
Hello, Joe.
How are you?
I am well.
Excellent.
That's an excellent opening.
Thank you. I don't know what came over me.
The ghost of Chuck Woolery.
Something like that. Oh, no. He's a monster.
Now you're gonna start telling me about the perks of gold
Yes, obviously.
and being a super mega dick.
There are actually no perks to that.
That's why I didn't say there were perks to.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Just the perks about owning gold.
Okay. I mean, I assume owning gold is nice.
Probably.
Yeah, it's gold.
Sure.
All that glitters is gold. But only shooting stars break the mold.
All right. I was gonna say Led Zeppelin taught me a different lesson than that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not all that glitters is gold.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sometimes they're vampires.
What song is that from? I don't remember. I remember their Lord of the Rings songs. I don't remember a vampire song.
It's Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's about the Twilight Saga.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. They had other fandoms.
Okay, sure. Does it say? Okay, never mind. What year did Stairway to Heaven come out? Is it contemporary to the setting of this movie?
No, like long before.
Long before, okay.
Yeah, like at least a decade before.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like this point, Led Zeppelin was almost broken up,
Okay.
or getting close to it.
Yeah, I have no idea when they were active.
Through the 70s, let's say.
Okay. Led Zeppelin do not appear in this movie.
They do not. Audio-wise or in any other form.
Yeah.
You know what? Just for a period set movie,
Yeah.
no needle drops.
Yeah. That was
Like it.
impressive.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure probably part of that was, budgetary.
Money. Sure.
But yeah, I like it too. Yeah. They weren't always listening to whatever the top hits of 1977 were.
Right. It does bug me in movies when they do that.
Yeah.
Especially like all period movies seem to just want to force that down your throat.
Yeah. I remember when I was watching Amadeus,
Uh-huh.
and it just kept using like fucking Mozart,
Right.
like his newest stuff
Sure.
from when that was set. That annoyed the shit out of
It's
me.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Like, come on, Milosh. They were listening to other things in
Right?
1584.
And usually people are listening to older things.
Exactly, yeah.
Not everybody is always on top of the contemporary stuff.
Yeah, they would have been listening to Bach and others. Get some Salieri in there, motherfucker.
I believe there was some.
There was.
Yeah, all right. So they got you covered there.
Woman of the hour.
Well, I was going to try to tie in the fact that Anna Kendrick was a star of Twilight.
Oh, I forgot about that. I've never seen any of the Twilights.
Neither have I. I've also never seen Amadeus.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's pretty great. I like it.
The poster always scared me.
Yeah. It does have a pedophile in it.
Well, that scares me too.
Fair warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeffrey Jones is featured in it.
Oh, okay. That's what you mean.
Yeah. No, I don't know anything about Amadeus.
Okay.
About Mozart specifically.
Have you seen Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice.
I have not.
So, you know, they work around the Jeffrey Jones issue with that movie.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Okay, good to know.
His character is in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, but he himself is not particularly. So.
Is he like DJ Ski Mask in Wet Hot American Summer?
Yes.
Bradley Cooper's character?
Yep.
Okay. He's there, but he's wearing a mask the whole time?
Right, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Oh, I would like to watch the Twilight movies at some point.
Not with me, you will.
No, okay, fair enough.
Although,
Safe movies to watch with Katie.
yeah. Although, I don't know, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. Depending, like there will come a point with the show where we're just like, fuck it, let's just do Twilight.
Yeah, probably. Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey, yeah. I mean, it's a spinoff.
Sorta.
So, yeah.
What other movies have been made from fan fiction?
I don't know.
Okay.
I got nothing. Woman of the hour.
Woman of the hour. I guess actually any Mark Miller movie is probably
Yeah.
kind of technically fan fiction.
I mean, if you think about it, any superhero movie is sort of just sanctioned fan fiction.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's all Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko and Stan Lee fan fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, comic book movies. I'm putting you on blast.
They deserve it.
They do.
Woman of the hour.
I liked it when they didn't stick to the source material.
I did too.
Classics like Steel.
Yep.
Others. Venom. Yes. Craven.
K. Raven the Hunter.
I appreciated in the commercials for that like basically the biggest selling point of the movie Craven was that Aaron Taylor Johnson was ripped.
Yeah.
Like in no other commercial would I ever think like because it ends with like Aaron Taylor Johnson is Craven the Hunter.
Uh-huh.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. You'd say that about any Aaron Taylor Johnson film.
Very much.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Anyway, Woman of the Hour.
Yeah.
Anna Kendrick's directorial debut.
Yes, it is.
So that's cool.
Yeah, it is real cool. So this is a film.
Yes, it is. Hard-hitting podcast. What's the runtime on this?
About 95 minutes.
95 all right, perfect.
With credits.
Solid. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Available on Netflix.
Okay.
Several plans of membership available for.
Now, I know as we talked about when you picked it last episode, it is a Netflix movie we know because I had completely forgotten it existed.
That's right.
Because it came out and then was immediately buried by 400 other new things.
Yep. Squid Game Season 2.
Yeah. I heard not even out yet, but has already been nominated for a Golden Globe.
Seriously.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Hollywood Foreign Press for you right there.
Yep.
They play by their own rules.
They've gone rogue.
Foreign rules.
Yeah, that is kind of a shame about Netflix in general, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's annoying.
Yep.
I feel like as soon as I feel like we've talked about just like the streaming model,
Yeah.
and like dropping full seasons all at once.
Yeah.
And I know they've sort of started to get away from that a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll still drop like chunks of episodes, but they'll do multiple chunks instead of all at once. Yeah, I don't know. Just streaming stuff in general is hard to keep up with.
It really is. There's so much of it. And yeah, then like with movies especially, I feel like, yeah, something comes out that you might be interested in, but then, it's a flavor of the day for, a day.
Yeah.
And then the next day, more shit comes out and everybody stops talking about it. And it just, unless you snap it up right onto your playlist immediately or watch it that day, it's done. It's out of your head.
I mean, it's kind of like that with theatrical releases anymore, too.
Anymore,
It's like
yeah,
they get a week of play, and then
Yep.
unless it's like a huge deal, it's just gone.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Like, Christmas is coming up as we're recording this.
The goose is getting fat, yes.
The goose is getting fat. I'm going to go see Nosferatu on Christmas Day.
Nice.
Because I know that if I don't,
Yeah, you might miss it.
I will miss it until it does eventually come on streaming, and then I'll just add it to a playlist and forget that it's on there.
Right. Until one of us inevitably has to pick a movie for the show.
Sure, yeah. And then we'll find that it has been removed from, Max. And it's now on Stars.
Yes.
Who the fuck has Stars? And, like I was watching something like a week or so ago, and, I was watching this actor, and I was like, who is this? And I'm looking them up, and, it's like they've been on 12 seasons of a show I've never fucking heard of. That's, on Hulu or something, and it's just like, where the fuck was this show? Never heard of it.
Amazing. What's the show?
I don't remember.
Okay. Exactly.
Yes. So yeah, it's very unfortunate that a movie like this is just going to get buried by culture.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that, in my honest opinion, it's pretty good.
I thought it was pretty good as well, Eric. Why are we fighting?
Because I got the Taco Bell chicken nuggets and you didn't.
Eric wants you to think that he liked Woman of the Hour.
It's because I'm a serial killer that's going to say anything to convince you to like me.
That makes sense. How were those Taco Bell chicken nuggets?
They were pretty good.
Yeah, okay. They smelled good.
I didn't like any of the sauces, but...
No.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good to know.
Not a big sauce guy. So.
Yeah. You do usually throw away your sauce.
Yep.
Woman of the Hour. So yeah, this movie is based on a true story.
Yes, it is.
About a serial killer who was active in the late 70s and actually ended up going on the dating game during that time. The movie sort of follows parallel storylines of that guy and Rodney Alcala.
Yes,
is his name. And the woman who was the Bachelorette on the dating game episode that he was on, played by Anna Kendrick, Sheryl something.
Bradshaw, I believe.
Bradshaw, there you go. Yeah. Hilarity ensues.
Yep.
There's not really hilarity in this.
There's a couple chuckles.
There's some chuckles.
Tony Hale gives a great performance.
Tony Hale is spectacular as always. When he drops the C word, I was like, holy shit.
But you made some sort of Buster comment.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I could see Buster breaking that out.
That's true. I couldn't think of his name from Veep.
I never saw Veep. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be more startling coming from his character on Veep
Okay.
than from Buster Bluth.
Yeah. So, yeah, it takes place. You said like parallel storylines, but for the most part, we're only following Anna Kendrick and her, sort of audition and picked to be, the Bachelorette on the dating game.
Yeah.
For that short span of time, whereas for Rodney, they jump around times.
Yeah.
We see an incident in 1971, some from 77, and one from 79, and then allusions to other things that have happened.
Yeah. Yeah, so the dating game storyline is in 78.
Yes. Yeah.
And then, that confused me at first, that we were seeing things that happened post dating game. But I didn't know the story of how that guy was eventually caught.
Right. Yeah, I did not either. Honestly, when it jumped to 79, because we had been from 77 to 78, because it doesn't go back to 71 until later.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, so we're just going chronologically.
Right.
It was like a full year from her getting picked to be on the dating game to when she actually got there.
Yeah.
Like, I assumed there was some span of time, but not that much.
Yeah.
Unless, like, was it December and then January?
It could have been.
Could have been,
But yeah.
So yeah, that took a second for me to wrap my head around. But as I've said again, I feel like I am bachelor number one here. So
So I don't know if the original episode of the dating game is out there available to watch anywhere.
I mean,
I would be so interested to watch it.
I mean, that's honestly, I spent a lot of time watching this movie, wanting to see that episode.
Yeah.
Wondering if it's on YouTube or not.
Yeah.
Because I want to see how well, they balance it.
Yeah.
Or how much they fictionalized what happened.
Yeah. There's 2 episodes of the dating game that I want to see now.
Okay.
There's this one, and there's the one where Andy Kaufman goes on as Latka and is one of the contestants.
All right.
Which I feel like that would just be chaos.
That would be chaos. Is that pre-taxi?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I can buy
That was
then.
before he had the Latka name and was just known as Foreign Man.
Okay.
The culturally appropriate Foreign Man character.
Sure. Hey, it worked wonders for him and Bronson Pinchot.
That's right. Oh man. Yeah, so this movie is it's all about systems continually failing women.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
America.
Yeah. This is just really pointing out just how shitty men are.
Yeah.
We should be ashamed to be men.
Yeah, I frequently am.
Same.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I we don't really see much of Sheryl after the date with Rodney,
Right.
other than we see her leaving Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But I would be interested to know if she reported the incident to the show's producers or anything. I was wondering if there was going to be any sort of follow up there. Or is it just a thing that she just writes off to being a bad experience? And
Right. It's just being a woman in Hollywood.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's also all about just how poorly women are treated. Not just in general, but specifically in show business.
Yep. I mean, I don't know for sure, so I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
I would guess that she just stayed quiet.
Yeah.
And that the only reason they know about the incident at all is because it was on fucking television.
Right. And he was arrested a year later.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Boy, this movie got real fucking tense.
It was so stressful. Yeah. I didn't know if Sheryl survived.
I'd heard this story before.
Okay.
Or at least the very basics. And I knew that, yeah, she was gonna live. And I knew that she had been out with him once and sort of, just said, yeah, bad vibes.
Yeah.
And no more. I don't know if the actual incident was, what they presented in the movie or not, but what they presented in the movie is really goddamn stressful.
It's terrifying. It's so scary.
Yep. And, I would probably, again, just assuming, probably guess that I'm sure Anna Kendrick probably drew from real life experience of dealing with men in Hollywood.
Yeah.
to help pull that off. Because, again, men are terrible.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine particularly just like the end of the date being just absolute nightmare fuel for women, periods.
The when Rodney asks for another round of drinks.
Yeah.
And Sheryl gives the subtle shaking of her head to the waitress.
Yeah.
And just the total comprehension on the waitress's part. It was just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Thank God someone saw it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because nobody else in this fucking movie does.
Yeah. I feel like there's the part where the woman in the audience, and I wonder if that part is true as well.
Right.
There's a woman who's in the audience for the dating game who recognizes Bachelor number 3 as the man who potentially raped and murdered a friend of hers.
Right.
And that just gave her a really bad vibe in the evening leading up to her friend's death.
Right.
And I wondered if that was a true thing that had happened. But like Sheryl sees that. Like I thought that their stories were gonna, like, I don't know, somehow they were gonna communicate with each other, and yeah. Right. So like that was interesting. That sort of little moment of recognition, or at least just what the fuck from Sheryl when that woman sort of leaves the studio. And,
right.
Like, she knew something was wrong.
Yeah. But, I mean, she'd been having not a great time anyway at that point. So
that's true.
The two stories never really intersect, per se. But, on the other hand, we do see that character sort of take her own journey in dealing with... the absolute stellar work of men and the police and people in authority in general.
Yeah, their stories intersect thematically in that men are terrible.
Yes.
And our systems will not save us.
Yes. But yeah, specifically she gets to deal with the police and and find out that they don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Because she's a woman.
Yeah.
And, she was a black woman on top of it, so I'm sure that probably plays a part too.
Yeah.
If it was real or not.
Yeah.
But
I also thought her boyfriend looked more than a little bit like Rodney Alcala. Like, shave his beard off. They had the same hair.
yeah,
They dressed
pretty
the
much.
same.
Yeah, I mean 70s.
Yeah.
But he was no great guy either.
No.
Jesus Christ, believe fucking women.
It's not hard.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
Don't fucking defend a serial killer.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. So the guy who played Rodney Alcala, had you seen him in anything else?
I have not. I was gonna look him up and I totally forgot.
I saw him. He was on Station 11.
Okay, yeah. I read the book. But,
Yeah, he is. Is it the Prophet
Okay.
or whatever the Messiah? I'm not sure what the characters. I forget what his name was, but yeah, he was like the cult leader or whatever on Station 11, and he was really good on that.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Just from this.
But I spent the whole time thinking he was a different actor.
Okay.
Which was very disconcerting to me. Like, I was looking for his name in the credits, and I didn't see it, and I was like, what? Why isn't... What?
Who did you think it was?
I thought that he was an actor who was on Friday Night Lights
Okay.
as one of the high school football players.
All right.
Not Taylor Kitsch.
Sure.
One of the other ones.
James Vanderbeek.
Not in the movie Varsity Blues. Yeah, I thought it was James Vanderbeek the whole time.
They have similar foreheads.
Okay. What else?
They're both actors.
They are both actors. Damn, you got me there.
They've both been in football-related entertainment programs.
Yeah, I don't think that the guy who actually plays Rodney Alcala had actually been in any football-related entertainment programs.
All right.
Yeah. But he was great.
He was great.
Just so felt like effortlessly creepy.
Yep. But can also turn on the charm.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
Absolutely see why people fall for him.
Yeah.
And then you also absolutely see why some people are just like, no, back the fuck off.
Yeah.
And he can do it on a dime without much shift in anything, really.
Yeah.
Because it's not like he goes over the top crazy or anything. The closest he gets is when he tries to, kill Anna Kendrick in her car.
Yeah. And even then, the crazy is mostly just in his eyes.
Right, yeah.
Like, there's so much intensity in his eyes when he does turn it on.
Right.
That it's unsettling.
Yep. So yeah, and then we also have the parallel story that takes place in 1979 on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Day before your birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. You got me a serial killer. That's nice.
So yeah, it shows Rodney picking up yet another woman, a very young hitchhiker, and homeless woman, whatever. And look, you spend the entire time just waiting for bad shit to happen to her.
Yeah, basically.
And so then, it just kind of cuts back and forth. Like we see her on a car ride with him, and then we see him leading her to the place where we know he's gonna kill her.
Yeah.
And then we go back to the dating game here and there, and we never really touch back into it until the dating game section is pretty much over.
Yeah. And I had actually forgotten about her, and
Right.
that part was unresolved at that point.
And then, I think, like we see him attack her briefly. The violence is not really on screen in this movie at all.
Yeah.
There's some minor, but not anything graphic or
bloody,
overt.
grisly,
Yeah,
overt.
yeah.
Yeah, it is mostly left to the imagination.
And so then, when she does show up again and is alive,
Yeah.
I was shocked and confused.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, we see, like, the first thing that we see him do is maybe the most fucked up thing that I've ever seen a killer do in anything, which is that he chokes a woman out, and then he resuscitates her.
Yeah.
So that he can, I guess, kill her again?
I guess rape her and then kill her.
Yeah.
Yes,
So, yeah.
You smack the cat behind you.
I can do that. Hey, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
He should not be eating plastic bags.
No, I guess I didn't realize that was what he was doing. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
But yeah, so maybe it was a thing where he, you know, like, thought that he had actually killed her at that point, but he hadn't, and she wakes up.
Right.
Or I mean, yeah, the whole sequence is sort of weird because, like, he's crying,
Yeah.
like, who knows what's going on with this guy?
Right.
No fucking clue.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously he's crazy.
He's a
serial
disturbed
killer.
fellow.
He is a disturbed fellow.
Yes.
But you know, when we see him kill the woman in New York, you know, it is brutal.
Yeah.
And quick for the most part.
Yeah.
So yeah, when we see him, you know, first thing when he resuscitates the woman, and then, you know, at the end there we see the woman still alive. You know, it was just, you know, obviously, you know, we're not Will Graham here. We don't want to get into the mindset of a serial killer.
Right. I mean, yeah, no, you're right. Let's mind hunt this bitch. Okay, so I'm Rodney Alcala. No, I don't want to do that.
What is your design?
What is? I don't know. I'm not very good at tying knots, so maybe I'm not.
But yeah, so she wakes up and like starts sweet talking him,
She is immediately the smartest person that I've ever seen in the world.
right? But I was
Holy
also
shit.
just so confused.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening? Where is this going? and just on Tinder hooks, like what is gonna happen next?
Yeah.
How does this play out?
Yeah.
Because in my mind, you know, he's still gonna wind up killing her.
Right.
And then no,
Yeah.
he unties her, they get cleaned up, and head on back to the car. And I was just, what the fuck?
Yeah. You mean, what the fuck, why didn't he kill her?
No.
Or what the fuck, what's she doing?
Yes,
Or, okay,
yes,
gotcha.
Yes. Just has to be the most patient woman.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot imagine being that level-headed in that situation
Yeah.
to be able to do what she does.
So, you know, Stockholm Syndrome.
Yes.
You know, the traditional representation of Stockholm Syndrome is where, like, a hostage or something starts to develop feelings or empathy or whatever for their captor.
Right.
I read somewhere a long time ago that the original, the origin of that phrase is from...
Stockholm?
It's from Stockholm, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, continue. No, I'm just kidding. But that it was, you know, women who faked empathy with their captors
Okay.
in order to keep from being hurt by
Right.
them, basically.
Yeah.
And so that's what I saw there.
Okay.
Like, immediately I was like, oh, she's doing this so that he won't kill her.
Right. I mean, yeah, I did
Yeah.
put it together.
Yeah.
But the immediate shock of it, especially seeing his other acts,
Yeah.
you know, just yeah, it confused me for
Yeah.
what's there.
No,
but,
she, and I mean,
but
I
again,
don't know, it's hard to speak. I'm a straight white male,
Yeah.
You know, I wish there was a woman here to talk to us about this movie.
I wish there was a woman here to talk to us.
Aw. Yeah. But like I can imagine that being a thing that is like a learned defense mechanism.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, I guess, she's been living on the streets and has to
Living on the streets,
think on her feet.
thinking on her feet.
I knew,
You better eat, I'd eat.
I knew that was going to happen. So, I guess she would be, sharp enough to be able to pull that off and hold it together long enough to either escape and apparently also call the cops.
Yeah.
Cops get there quick.
The cops do get there really quick.
I mean, he is peeing.
For them being at a place, she runs to a place called the Last Chance Diner, which I assume it's the last chance before there's just nothing for miles and miles and miles.
Right.
The cops do get there really fast.
Yeah. I'm also guessing probably a figment of this movie.
Probably.
The poetic justice cannot be that good. But yeah, he goes to the bathroom to pee, and she manages to run away and call the cops, and they get there.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I can take a little while to pee, but
Yeah.
I've got a smartphone, and I get distracted sometimes. He didn't have one.
That's true. He's not doing the crossword at the urinal.
Right. Sometimes you sit.
As one does.
Yeah. Just need a break.
So I get it. I get it.
Just I don't want to go back to work. I'm just gonna sit here for a while. Doom scroll.
Yes. It's so easy to do.
Yep.
Oh, man.
So men are great.
Men are, yeah. That's the message of the movie.
And the end of the movie proves that cops are good.
Yeah, obviously, because they arrest him.
They get there fast.
Yeah.
I mean, like 10 years too late, but still pretty fast.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Katie and I watched a Dateline last night, actually. Was it last night, I think? Yeah. About a basically like serial abuser of like his wives and others.
Sure.
And that too is all about, the system just failing women repeatedly.
Yeah.
And also a big part of it took place in Dayton.
Oh, sweet.
Like at Sinclair.
Hey, excellent.
So yeah, that was a little hometown flavor.
Fun.
Yeah. It was pretty wild though. This guy like faked his own death and changed his identity and
Oh, wow.
moved to Ireland or Scotland, and yeah, it was nuts.
Was it anyone we knew?
No.
Okay.
I looked for people that we knew in the pictures of him. Because he was sort of like a community organizer.
Okay.
Like, so there's like pictures of him with like the mayor of Dayton.
Sure. Ryan McClin?
Nan Whaley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
More recent then.
More recently.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a friend, Juliet. She's pretty big in the community.
True.
I would not be surprised.
He wasn't in music, so.
Oh, well, okay.
I don't know. I'll ask her if she's met him.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I bet he knows Henrik Cuoto.
I bet he does. Probably.
Everybody fucking does.
Right? Woman of the Hour.
Starring Henrik Cuoto.
No.
As Rodney Alcala.
That's the Bay Harbor Butcher. I don't know why I was thinking about Dexter. recently.
Because there's Dexter Origins or whatever the fuck that is.
No, it's because I watched another Dateline about a guy who was, like, inspired by Dexter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yikes. Like, this guy was an aspiring serial killer and filmmaker.
Which one's worse?
Yes. Enric Quoto. Oh, boy.
See, I was thinking about Dexter because Bachelor number 2
Yes.
is played by a guy who was in the Descendants franchise of movies.
The Disney Channel ones?
The Disney Channel ones.
Okay.
My
Is this
ex-girlfriend.
the son of Dexter?
No. So my ex-girlfriend, made me watch those movies. And I hated them because they're musicals.
Sure.
But then also by like the third one, I was kind of invested and I was really just hating everything about it.
Yeah.
Because God damn it, why am I invested? But I don't know if it was the character he played or if it was a different character, but he played Chad Charming in all of the Descendants
Chad
movies.
Charming.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember it may have been him, it may have been a different guy, I don't remember, but I remember specifically, like when I saw him, he's like, he looks like Dexter Jr. It's like you put him in like that gray sort of like, 3-button, sweater.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of looks like C. Michael Hall, but like as a young man.
Amazing.
Like I could see him playing young Dexter.
That's awesome. And
yet-
now there's Dexter Origins.
And now there's a young Dexter TV show.
You
and-
willed this into existence.
But not the same guy, though.
Aw.
Should be.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I hope it has a crossover with young Sheldon.
I would assume that it will.
And
That's
then,
how Sheldon's parents die, right?
And then young NCIS comes to investigate.
Yes. NCIS Origins.
Yep. The fuck are we doing in America?
You know what? Just mining that IP for all it's worth.
I can't wait for a Woman of the Hour Origins.
Yes.
We get to see young Rodney Alcala.
His first kill.
Yes.
Her first audition. They both knew the parts they were supposed to play. Could they do it?
And then they actually do meet each other in New York.
Yeah.
Like,
That was weird. Oh, this movie was really good.
it was really good.
I liked it a lot.
I did too. I would say let Anna Kendrick direct another movie.
Yeah.
Why are we stopping her from directing movies now?
Are we stopping her from directing movies? Did you get a memo that I didn't? To whom it may concern.
I'm
Until further notice, Anna Kendrick shall not be allowed to direct any movies. Stop.
I am tired of this war on Anna Kendrick from directing movies.
Wow. I knew there was a war on women, but not specifically on Anna Kendrick.
Yep.
Good times.
This movie also made me feel bad for finding Anna Kendrick attractive.
Yeah. She's pretty cute.
She is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Pete Holmes is in this fucking movie.
Yeah. Like, I recognized him, but didn't know why.
Getting friend zoned.
Yeah. Oof. His that whole little storyline with him was just uncomfortable.
Yep. Oh boy.
And didn't really serve any purpose.
Did serve the purpose that she is constantly surrounded by fucking creeps.
That's true. That's very true.
No matter where she goes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. She sort of gets pressured into sleeping with him.
Yeah.
It's hard to say without seeing the rest of the scene or the rest of their interaction between when she sort of shuts him down.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, it just goes back to the whole...
It's a bummer.
Like you said, it's women who will often do things just to prevent themselves from being hurt any further.
Yeah.
And, he gave off that vibe that he'd probably do something, and he's her fucking neighbor. So she can't really escape him.
Yeah.
Until she moves out of Los Angeles.
Right.
And unfortunately, Sheryl, I don't think the suburbs are going to be any better for you.
No? How dare you?
I mean, I hope they are.
White picket fences will protect us all. Build that fence. Build that fence.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey, you're fine. Oh, boy. Yeah, good movie.
It was a really good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, good pick.
Thank you.
I'm glad you remembered that it existed.
Thank you. Of course, there's one other person who knew it existed, and that's your lady friend.
Right.
Who apparently was mad that you're watching this with me.
Yeah, she'd never mentioned it to me as a thing that she wanted to see.
I think I even said last week, this felt like it would be a you guys movie.
You absolutely did. Yeah. Had no idea.
All right. Gonna watch it again?
I'll watch it again.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely.
My lady friend had seen this apparently a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And forgot that she had seen it. So.
Nice. Another fun streaming fact.
Yep.
Everything is disposable.
Yep.
Oh boy. Anything making you happy this week?
Boy. Can you go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Yes. I have two things actually.
Okay. All right.
The first thing is that I saw Wicked.
Okay.
And I'm obsessed with it.
Wait, we're done here.
Wicked is a thing that I had tried to get into years ago. Because Jenny loved it.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I should probably listen to it. Like, she was right about Hamilton. Maybe I'll like this one too. And I listened to it, and like the songs were good, but it didn't grab me. I didn't get enough of the story from just the songs.
All right.
I had no context for what was happening. So getting to see the movie and actually get the context for why any of these songs exist or matter was real nice. And I've been hearing the songs for years, but I actually know what they mean now.
Okay.
And so that was nice. And the songs are great, and it's a really good movie, and I wish the second part wasn't coming out in a year.
Haven't they been making that movie for like 10 years now?
They have been.
It feels like it.
Yeah, no, the musical came out, I think, 10 years ago.
I mean, but it feels like I've heard about the movies being made for forever.
Maybe.
Okay.
So that's one thing.
All right.
The other thing is that this past weekend, I got to return to Seattle once more to be Bat Santa at my comic shop out there. The owner asked me if I wanted to do it and flew both Katie and I out there for the weekend.
On his own expense.
On his own time. So I did not get paid for being Bat Santa, but he paid for it, so it counts.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was super fun.
Did he pay for like a hotel room or
No?
Okay.
No, he offered to let us stay with he and his wife, and I was
Okay.
like, we'll just get a hotel.
So you're creepy. No, thank you.
But yeah, that was super fun. It was I put together an amalgam of my Santa and Batman costumes, which of course I have both of those already.
Of course.
And just greeted people as they came into the store, and I helped some customers find some stuff. And
That's awesome.
Took some pictures and argued with a child, and And it was really fun. I had a really good time.
Did you win the argument with the child?
I appeased the child.
Okay.
Which I think is really all you can do with them.
What happened?
So I'm standing by the door, greeting people, and this kid comes in with, I guess, his mom, and just looks up at me and is like, "You're faking." And I said, "What?" And he said, "You're faking," and like he's upset. Like, he's mad that I'm faking. And at first I said, "I'm faking, you're faking," because I didn't know what to say. I was buying time. And if there's anything I've learned from Comedy Bang Bang, it's that when you're buying time to think of what to say, you become combative with the person that you're acting with. And he pointed at my costume and was like, "You're just wearing a costume." And I was like, "These are my clothes. They're like your clothes." And he just wasn't having it. And eventually I had to explain to him that I think he was upset that I was dressed as Santa.
Okay.
And eventually I had to explain to him, "No, I'm Batman. Santa wanted to be here, but he couldn't because he is in the mall, because the store is attached to a mall."
Okay. All
So,
right.
like, Santa's in the mall, but he wanted to have somebody out here, too, so I'm filling in for him as Bat Santa out here. And that seemed to sort of placate his concerns. And then, like, as he was leaving, he got sort of quiet and was like, "Is that really the real Santa in the mall?" And I was like, "Absolutely, that's the real Santa in the mall." And I think that made him happy.
Well, that's sweet.
So it honestly, the whole interaction really made the whole experience worth it for me.
So he was just upset that you were Santa.
Yes.
Not Batman.
Not Batman.
Didn't care about that.
I don't think he cared about that. I know, I've gotten this question a lot. And I think he was just upset about the Santa part.
I like it.
It was pretty fun.
It's pretty great.
So those are my two things for the week.
Those are amazing.
Thank you.
You had sort of mentioned the child thing on your social media. I am glad to have heard the full story now.
I mean, you rightfully called what I said to him. And Katie even said, like, she saw your reply and was like, "How does he know exactly what you did?"
So I had originally written a different reply and then erased it. Because I was afraid of being offensive. But I don't remember what that was now.
Okay.
And then I thought, well, the faking thing, that would be funny.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you did that.
What about you, sir?
What about me?
What about you? What's making you happy?
God
What's
damn it,
bringing
Joe.
you joy? Find something.
This is the combative thing isn't working
Yeah,
for me.
sorry. You're right. Okay, sorry.
I mean, I couldn't think of anything while trying to fight you. So I guess the thing, honestly, that's made me happy this past week is, well, two things, I guess, also. Both involve possessions.
9/10 of the law.
Yeah. One is that I got a new car.
Ooh, you got a new car.
Yeah, well, new to me.
Nice.
And luckily we're not doing any Fast and Furious movies, so I won't. I make the car gods irate this time.
I hope not.
Because it was around this time last year when I did, and they destroyed my old car.
Right. Dominic Toretto came down from Mount Corona and struck your car with a bolt of lightning. That's what you get for messing with a family.
So that's been nice. But then the other thing was that the long hoped for, long wished for publicly available printing of the DC Style Guide from 1982 was shipped and delivered this past week to nerds across the land.
Yay! Let's both adjust our glasses.
Shit, the tape fell off.
Oh no! Your glasses are in pieces all over the floor.
Damn it.
And you can't see a thing without them. Well, I gotta go.
You stepped on my glasses.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so for those not in the know, DC Comics back in 1982 put together a style guide for licensees with so they could use basically stop using just comic book art,
Right.
and use specific things designed for packaging and whatnot. All drawn by legendary artist Jose Luis Garcia Lopez.
Right.
And I guess like art from it has just sort of kind of petered out across the internet since inception, and people have just been demanding that DC release this thing because people would buy it.
Yeah.
And they finally did. In a long and grueling battle.
Was it a long and grueling battle?
I have no idea.
As I understand it, it was just a series of phone calls.
Okay. But it felt like a very long time for this to actually happen.
Very much. Yes. Yeah.
I've been hearing people demanding this thing for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And the fact that it finally happened was a surprise, a pleasant surprise to everybody. And then because nobody can be happy, everybody was bitching about the fact that it was released like 4 months late.
Right. Why be happy that a thing is coming at all,
right,
if it is not in your hands when you immediately want it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yet it did finally come out a week before Christmas. What better Christmas present could you ask for?
Exactly.
Nerds.
I mean, for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I got a copy of that as well.
Yes.
And it is a truly beautiful, beautiful art book.
Yes, it is.
Just the super high quality paper. Every page is a single-sided scan of an original page from the style guide.
Yep.
And it's spectacular.
It absolutely is. Well worth the money, well worth the wait. I was reading and flipping through it the other day and then realized that I was running late for work.
You know what? Fuck them. You waited a long time for this.
Honestly, yes. But no, yeah, it was delivered Monday, and I did not get home until like midnight on Monday. And I mean, I should have just gone to bed, but I was like, oh, I gotta open this.
Yeah.
And I did, and then I was like, okay, I flipped through it, and I was like, I'm satisfied for now. I'm tired. Put it away, and then in the morning when I woke up, I was like, well, I gotta look at it some more. And next thing I know, it's like almost 7:30. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, that's awesome.
So those are the things that made me happy this past week.
Excellent. Yeah. Glad to hear it.
Got a movie for us?
I do have a movie for us.
All right.
It's one that I did verify beforehand that you hadn't done it on Gutter Trash.
Okay,
I don't. As far as I could tell.
Why is that suddenly a big concern?
It's because I feel like it's a missed classic.
Okay, all right.
And it feels like the kind of thing that Jason might have wanted to watch.
All right.
Or that you might have wanted to watch.
Okay.
So I just I try not to double up movies if I can avoid it.
I mean, I understand that, but it's not a big deal.
I know it's not.
Okay.
It's important to me.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. Maybe you have seen it and you'll have a recollection of it that I don't know about.
I did it on my other podcast.
Yes. Yeah. I would like to watch Rashomon.
Okay. No, I have never seen that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's 1950, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah, 1950. Yes, in medieval Japan, 4 people offer conflicting accounts of a rape and murder.
All right.
I have seen it done many times, but I've never seen the original version of that type of story. So I'm very interested to see the source of that.
Yeah, I've heard. I mean, obviously, I know it by reputation.
Yeah,
I know the story structure, but yeah, I would love to watch that.
excellent.
Rashomon.
Yeah,
Where is that streaming?
that is streaming on Max.
Okay.
Yes.
For all the listeners out there,
Right.
follow along. Put it on your playlist and forget about it.
Exactly. Yeah. Go watch Woman of the Hour, and then take a nap. I don't know. All right, Rashomon next week. Until then, I forgot the tagline.
Ooh, can I do it?
Yeah, go for it, please.
So until next week, remember to keep living your life 1/4 mile at a time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to The Viewmasters. You can subscribe to the show directly at our websites view.guttertrash.net or on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit our website at view.guttertrash.net for information about our Twitter and Instagram. Once again, thank you for listening to The Viewmasters. We'll see you next time.